Hey guys, Rachel Kelly here. Ladies, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. It is such an honor and a privilege to come and create this video for you this morning because I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about my story, right? We're on day 7 of how to become more confident, right? And I really have not gone through my story, and then I want to share with you, how I was able to take all these things that I've shared with you over the past week and apply them to my life and to become more confident. And a little bit about me. This may take about 5 minutes. So please grab a pen and paper, because these are going to be some things that are going to help you to be more confident in the journey that you were called to take in life. One things I wanted to share with you is, I came originally, when I was a little girl. My mom and I were put out on the streets, ended up going into foster care, and from foster care, beautiful foster. I love my foster parents, but still I felt rejected. I felt unloved. I felt unwanted because my parents were not there. I went through school, pick tease, ugly, hunky, really I felt like I was nobody cared. I felt like I was in a world all by myself. Went on to, about 15, 16, I started dreaming about a wellness center because I was hurting so bad. And I wanted to make a difference for somebody else. I wanted somebody else's life to be different. And I will tell you that at the age of 12, I did come back home to be with my mom after she felt she was ready. Went on, still high school. I graduated early because I just wanted to get away from the mean kids, right? I just needed to get away. Then, I went on to, I attempted to go to college, and I think I went for like 2 years. And from that 2 years, I studied like psychology because I wanted to know why people do what they do. Why do people mistreat people? Why do they do all these things? And I thought that I wanted to be a psychologist until I met my husband, and I was like, I don't think I want to be a psychologist, right? And then I looked at the pay, and I was like, I don't know. But I did meet my husband at a social work. We both worked in social work. So I was like an intake person who would take calls in for kids who were having problems at home. And so anyway, I think about 2005, I really got the urge to want to follow my dream. And I came online. At this time, I think my son was really, really young. I don't think my daughter was born, but I wanted to be at home with my kids. And so, I started some eBay and did that for a while until I got tired of packing things up and sending them off. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Then somewhere along the line, my son with Down syndrome was born. And before that, a year before I lost my mother, she passed away. And so went through like a 6-year depression, like 6 years of just totally depressed, right? And then after 6 years of depression, let me see what happened. Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired of being here. God, I've been in this state for like 6 years. I'm ready to do something different. I don't want to live the rest of my life like this. I had been very active with my oldest son when he was a baby, and I felt like my daughter was missing out on a lot of that time. So I came online to make this money. I think somewhere in there. Okay, let me see. Somewhere in there. Okay, yeah. Right when my daughter was born, right before, I've always worked for Chrysler, and I was making about $70,000 a year. When my daughter was born, I walked away from the $70,000 a year job. I just, I was like, I'm just done with this. Anybody, if you ever worked in a factory, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I just walked away without a really clear plan. I just knew that I didn't want to be there. And I was just walking on faith, I guess you could say. So anyway, I went on and I started venturing online because I wanted to make all this money that I heard about online. And what I didn't know was there were some skills that I needed. I didn't understand that. I thought I was just going to be able to come out here, make a whole bunch of money, and then boom, it was just going to be, I was going to have my wellness center. I was going to have all the money that I needed because I didn't want government assistance. I didn't want the government telling me what to do and how to do it, because I knew part of my journey included a spiritual piece. I knew it included that God helped me through every obstacle that I had gone through in my life. And so as a result, I didn't really like, I didn't want government assistance. So I came out online to make that money. But I was terrified the whole entire time. I was filled with fear, and that fear came from when I was a little girl. It just like built up, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of success. There's like 5 different fears. So I had all of that. And for a long time, I was just kind of like stabilized. I would get on webinar after webinar because I, on this network marketing journey. And then finally one day I said, I'm tired. I'm tired of living in fear. I'm going to start taking some action. And then in my taking action, I started connecting with people who were more successful than me online. I started like challenging myself. I started getting off on like these conference calls, right? I used to be like shaking so bad when I would get on the conference call to say something. And then I went on to start a video online book club. Did that for probably about a year or 2. And then from there, I started doing conference calls, hangouts, prayer calls. And then, then I went to a new church and I became the administrator at church. Then on stage, stage in the pulpit, just speaking with, just speaking, right? And then, at one point I was even on, like the night before I was told that I was going to be speaking the next morning on stage in front of like 2,000 people. And it was a breeze. It was just like so amazing how I was able to do these things. And what I will tell you is in the process of all of this, I almost lost my husband. I almost lost my children because I was so wrapped up into my work, excuse me, that I'm trying to just learn how to be me and have a family. And so I almost lost those things. And so what I'm doing now is I'm kind of taking a different journey. And that journey is I'm mentoring moms. I'm mentoring moms so that they will be able to be more confident. 1, 2, manage their time properly. 3, they need help with, raising their children. If they need help with, spouse questions, how is it that I deal with this? Then that's what I'm moving into. And I'm really excited right now. I'm working on a campaign that will promote more of that. So if you want to know more about that mentoring program, please let me know, because this has been a very interesting journey. But through it all, the things that I have been teaching you all this week, I was doing, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. Like reframing, we talked about reframing, right? When you talk about my mother and me being in foster care, I didn't think of that as a negative. I thought about that as she could have thrown me in the garbage can, right? And I would always say that when I was younger, she could have thrown me in a garbage can. When my dad, when I finally did meet my dad, he was about 18 years old. My mom's like, your dad wants to come see you. And I was like, sure, let him come. There was no bitterness, right? And then the baby steps, like getting on a conference call, it was just like I would say a little word and I would get off, and eventually, those are the baby steps I was telling you all about. So, basically, I just want to tell you is that if you have enough desire, if you really, really want to be confident, it can happen, but you must take baby steps. It will probably not happen overnight. I'm just going to be honest with you. You may not be able to get on the video and feel confident enough to tell your story like I'm telling mine, but I would tell you that in time, one of the things that I learned from my mentor was that, most people that become successful, it does not happen overnight. It's a process, about 10 to 15 years is what it takes. And I think I'm here at like year 9, right? And I have the confidence now. I have the skills now. So I'm able to see success that I was not able to see when I first started. And so again, just want to let you know that I am, starting a mentoring program up for moms. So if you are interested, make sure that you leave me a message below and let me know. And then if not, inbox me too, if you want to talk about raising kids, am I the best? No, but I am very proud of my children. And I believe that me being home has made a big difference. I believe that, there was one time when, some gang members jumped on my son, right? If I hadn't been here at home, I don't know what that would have looked like. Cause it was like on this day when everybody was working and they were off for school. And, he was very upset and he was ready to go and confront them. Right. So, I would not be here to, he wouldn't be here probably today for me to see the experiences. So I'm looking forward to this next journey in my life. I'm looking forward to helping you, if that is what you want. If you want, to see success. Success does not mean necessarily $1 million, but success means, you having some of the things that you want, having the opportunity to build relationships and to see your children grow up and see them doing well, to have a happy marriage. Those are some of the things that success means. And of course, if you want the money piece, I'll help you with that too. But it's totally up to you and what you want. My goal is to serve you. I just want to tell you, I love you all. Thank you very much for following me on this 7-day journey. I pray that you will take some of the nuggets that I've shared with you this past week and apply them in your life. And I can guarantee you that you will see a difference and you will become more confident. Thanks for now, my friend. And again, don't forget to go over to my blog at rachelkelly.com. Grab there's two. There's one that pops up, right? That's a 7-step one to give you like 7 things that you want to check before you quit your job, right? I didn't have these steps when I quit. And then there's another one that says to get instant access. And it like has self-confidence activities that you can do. Either one of them you can go grab. And that right there will make a big difference in helping you to become more confident. Thanks for now. We love you, and we will see you on tomorrow's video.